What
Because I think it
happened?
was in my flight. My feet was swollen. My people was just shooting up. So I stopped. I poured out all the medication. And I started coming. Your BP. Your BP. Be very careful. 3 times I've been warned. I ignored it. 3 good times I've been warned. I ignored it. So please. Because this job, it makes you feel trapped. It makes you feel trapped. The best thing you can do is take good care of yourself.
Welcome everybody once again to another interesting episode of the Physytek Podcast. My name is Alima, as you already know, and today we are going to have a beautiful conversation with my personal person who is a survivor of what we know to be stroke. So she's going to give us an insight of what happened, her journey through rehabilitation, recovery, when it happened, and the things that she has been through, how she has managed everything all together. So she's just going to tell us her story so that you pick up lessons from it, you pick up inspirations from it, you pick up encouragement and hope from it. And we hope that it enlightens somebody and it gives you hope and teaches you 1 or 2 things that you can add to your own recovery journey that will benefit you. So my beautiful guest, we met as a therapist and a patient, but our relationship has evolved over time. She is in the person of Auntie Rainy Sogbeji. Auntie, you are very much welcome.
Thank you very much for putting me through this.
Putting you through it. She's always blaming me for something. So instead of saying thank you for having me, she said putting me through it.
Thank you.
So I met you at Ridge Hospital. That time you had already had some recovery already. I'd been through the process. So I don't really know how it started. So can you brief us?
I'm a very active woman. Too busy for my liking. I think in October, 2022, I traveled. When I came back in July, I was okay. But all along, I've been getting this BP.
Okay.
And with all the myth surrounding, but when you take too much BP tablets, your kidney will fail.
Oh, okay.
So I ignored it.
So you stopped taking your medication?
I didn't even take it. Oh. I remember when I was working at the Flagstaff House, there was a doctor who said he was going to give me. I said no. He said, Rini, they'll take my license from. I said they won't take it.
He just didn't want to take the medication because people were talking about the complications.
But then I had a very busy life. Extremely busy life. So people are saying that this is the time for you to rest. I wake up at 4 a.m. By 6 o'clock, I'm on the way. And then I drove my granddaughter and go and find some place to sleep. And then roam about, go and pick her up at 3 o'clock. So in October, I did the same rounds. I was going to pick her up. When I got to Legon, I was tired and I was hungry. I said, let me go and get something to eat. So I drove into this restaurant. When I was climbing the stairs, I tripped and fell, but I ignored it. Had my lunch and then went to pick her up from school. It was when I went to school that I started feeling funny, but I still didn't say anything. And I said, this one, I'll go home myself. So I drove. I picked her up, drove home. I live all the way in Dodua. But when I go home, I realized that one of my legs was funny. So I just went and lay down. And then in the middle of the night, I called my son. I said, no, there's something wrong with me. So take me to the nearest hospital. So we went. And that's when they told me I had stroke. I was shocked. But then I said, well, I think I asked for it.
By ignoring your medication.
Yes.
Did you have any idea that a high blood pressure could result in stroke? Or
Yes, I did.
But you are more concerned about the kidney problem.
Because I worked with somebody who had kidney failure.
Oh, okay.
Even after getting a transplant, he still died.
So the fear of the kidney thing made you decide not to take it. That is sad. So you mentioned before that you had a very busy life.
Too busy.
So can I take you back a little? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself for those of us who do not know you properly?
Well, I used to work with the airline.
Okay.
And then when I stopped, I worked with one Dr. Gariba,
Okay.
political scientist.
Yeah.
I worked with him for 30 years.
Wow.
And then the final place was at the Flagstaff House, where I worked for 4 years. And then we're thrown out of power.
Thrown out of power.
But I think it was a resting time for me.
Yes, yes, it was.
So this thing has been accumulating.
Yes.
So please, anybody watching us, please, and please,
take your BP medications.
Your BP. Be very careful. 3 times I've been warned. I ignored it. 3 good times I've been warned. I ignored it. So please, because this stroke, it makes you feel trapped. It makes you feel trapped. The best thing you can do is take good care of yourself and nobody else.
Nobody else. And I feel like most of our African mothers are so busy taking care of children, grandchildren, work, making sure, especially those that happen to be single parents, they're making sure they provide money. All the responsibilities is on them, so they don't really have time to take care of their own health. They don't really have time to take care of themselves as a whole, and they spend most of their time taking care of children and other people that they forget about their own health. So as she was saying, make sure you take very good care of yourself. Take your BP medication. I mean, we just started, but then you can see how passionate she is talking. This could have been something. This is something she could have prevented if she took
I remember
her medications.
One of my bosses came to visit me. When I told him, he said, "Really, you know you've been stupid." I said, "Yes, I know." I told him I know I've been very stupid because I neglected myself.
So do you think stress has been a major contributing factor?
Not stress.
Not stress. It's just ignoring your medication.
The signs.
Okay. Aside that day, did you have any other signs that could have made you think that, oh, this could happen?
These are things you think it will happen to other people.
Other people, not you. True. Very true. Very, very true. Most people think these things are far away from them, that they don't really take a keen interest of some of these little signs.
And my mother was a nurse. I grew up in hospital, so I totally neglected my health.
Okay, can you take us to what happened when they took you to the hospital? How was your function like, your activities?
Well, I went on admission, and then I decided to change hospitals because I wasn't happy.
So you went to the hospital yourself?
Yes,
when you were going, you walked there yourself?
No, my son took me.
Okay, but were you able to walk?
No.
Okay.
My leg wasn't, like...
It was weak.
So I was on admission for about 5 days, and then I was transferred to a major hospital. So I knew a doctor there, so he took over and started attending to me. He's been very, very good. I was taking about 12 medications. Now he's been reduced to about 4.
That's progress. That's a very huge progress.
Now I'm determined to get back.
Oh, you will get back on it.
The only thing is they won't allow me to drive.
Why are you in a hurry to drive?
Because I want to be independent.
You will be independent. I mean, you have some level of independence now. Okay, so I want you to talk about when it happened. You were bedridden. You got bedridden. So what activities have you been able to pick up now that you were not able to do in the beginning when it started?
Now I can go into the kitchen and cook.
Wow.
I love cooking, so I've started. And I think Sam has really helped me because he's been encouraging me that I should do all the things I love.
How has the recovery journey been like totally?
I think I want fast track.
You want fast You want to fast track the time, man.
But otherwise, I think I'm okay.
Okay.
Because people who saw me from the beginning think I've come a long way.
A long way. Yeah, I have not seen you for very long, but I think you have come a long way.
I'm determined to.
You'll get to your destination eventually. So, have you explored other treatments aside physio?
I tried herbal.
Okay,
but I realized it didn't work with me.
So how long did you do the herbal before you started the physio?
No. When I started the physio, at one point, somebody was saying, "Oh, go to this place; they will help you." When I went, I was so disappointed.
What
Because I
happened
think it
there?
wasn't my plight. My feet got swollen. My people was just
Shooting up.
So I stopped. I poured out all the
Oh,
medication and I started coming for physio again.
Okay. So you believe that the society has a major role to play on the life of stroke survivors?
Yes.
Because most of the time people are recommending, oh, go to this place, see this person. So how do you advise that people deal with these things?
One has to be careful. You know, I was running away from kidney failure. I think I walked into another one.
Right.
So first, I walked back.
True. So, like I was saying, people advised you to go into these herbal remedies, and there are people that say that the herbal remedy has helped
It's helped other people, not me.
not you.
So I stayed away from it.
You have stayed away from it. So I think there are diverse remedies that people resort to when it comes to stroke, but then some of them have not been proven by research. They don't have scientific backing. So you should be very careful when you are trying to resort to any treatment alternative. You should seek professional help before you decide that I'm going to take this route for my recovery journey. So how has your friends and family contributed to your journey?
So supportive. So supportive. I think I really appreciate what they've done for me.
So, like, what's exactly? Is it that they were with you, they took care of you?
Oh, yes. I just have to open my mouth.
And they will do it. There are a lot of stroke survivors that have families that do not really pay attention to them.
No, this one, I think we're on the same level.
You are on the same level.
So, and they keep on calling me and encouraging me. So I think we're okay.
Okay. All right. So I have had an incident where I saw a patient and their relatives, they, like you said, they want to fast track their recovery. So whenever they try to help, maybe with some of the home treatment that you teach the family to help the survivor with, they expect that the person will do it hurriedly. How would you, in your own experience, explain it to them how you feel?
You need a lot of motivation to be able to do the fast track one. And I think for me, I've been lazy at times. You know the number of times I come and you ask the nurses, did she do this exercise? And they're afraid to talk.
Yes, because if they talk, they are in trouble.
No, they are not in trouble, but just to let you know that I'm being lazy. I can be lazy at times. And there are times you just don't feel like
doing anything. So is it that it's difficult for them sometimes to do some of these activities? That's why it looks like they are being reluctant. I mean, some of the family members feel like the stroke survivors are just reluctant and they don't want to do anything.
It's not that we're reluctant. It's like, you lose that kind of life. It's very difficult to do the things that you used to do, like running, walking about, and doing things by yourself. There are some things I do voluntarily. There are things too that I won't even do if you beg me
to do. Okay. Have you modified your lifestyle in any way to
Absolutely.
suit? Okay, so what are some of the things that you have done to help you improve personally?
I do puzzles a lot.
Okay.
That's what has been keeping me going. And I had the book and it's on my phone too.
Okay.
So they know it. When I finish eating and I start, if you
you
don't stop me,
you will not stop. So aside the puzzles, what else?
I've started writing.
Okay.
Yeah, I write. I copy things. Just to keep
you busy and to keep your mind involved. Okay. So aside the herbal and the physio, did you try any other thing?
No.
And the physio, has there been differences? Have you tried different therapists, gotten different approaches? Three. So can you walk us through that?
The first one was Sam. But I think when I moved out of his neighborhood, and then I had to.
So you started mainly with the home therapy?
Yes.
Okay, so you never resorted to going to the...
No.
Okay.
No. I started with him at home. And then I moved from his area and I moved back to my house, which was too far for him. So we wanted to get a therapist and I wasn't very happy with him. So we changed and we got somebody from a hospital from my area. She was okay. She was very okay. But then I realized that I wasn't improving. So
how long did she see you?
I think for about 6 months.
6 months. And you didn't see any major improvement?
Not really. I mean, there's some petty things that I couldn't do. Just even lifting up my foot, I couldn't
do it.
So I decided that I'll come back to Sam.
Okay.
Because he started with me, and I haven't regretted.
Okay for it. But then I mean, it's good to see that you are seeing some improvements and the differences in the therapy approaches.
A lot.
So what are some of the things that we currently, some treatment that you are receiving that was different from the other therapists?
He wasn't a very serious person. I mean, like,
you're so plain.
You come in. The minute he walks into the house, you just turn on the fan and then go and sit down. And then my son will go and turn off the fan. And he was very upset with that.
Why?
You don't walk into somebody's house and start doing your own thing. Then anytime he came, he used electrolytes. That's all that he was doing.
No,
the minute he comes, that's what he do. And I was getting fed up with it.
So he didn't give you any exercises?
He was doing it on my bed.
Oh, okay.
But I wanted to get up and be doing up
something.
And about. Yes.
So he was the one doing everything on you. He didn't make you do anything by yourself.
No. Okay. So I wasn't very happy, because I was comparing to the first
one you had,
and I realized there was a lot of difference.
Okay.
The lady I said I had in my area, she was also very good, but she would take me to the gym and she's on her phone. And I wasn't very happy. So I told her, I explained to her that my daughter is in Beach. I'd like to start going there. And they also give me the opportunity to go out. Yes. So that's why I came back to Beach.
Okay. So from what my patient is saying, you can tell that the therapist's behavior contributes to how your patient feels generally. Because if you give your patient a task and then you are doing something else, they will not feel cared for. They will not feel like you're paying attention to them. So even if you may be doing the right thing, but if you are not particularly paying attention to them, they may feel neglected, and it will also affect their recovery journey, how fast they recover, and some of the things that they're able to do all together. So you mentioned that she took you to the gym. Was there any treatment that she was giving that was particularly difficult for you to do? And how is it now?
What do you call it again?
The cycling?
No.
The treadmill?
Yeah, the treadmill. I didn't like it. So
were you able to walk before she took you to the treadmill?
No, I couldn't walk.
So how was she expecting you to do?
She held my pants, the back of my pants.
Oh, okay.
And then I'll do the treadmill. But I wasn't very happy with it. The others, the treadmill, the cycling, I could do it. The balloon, I could do it. The, what do you call it? I don't know the name. The one you have in your gym.
The one you pull, the pulley.
I could do it.
Okay.
So I felt that I wasn't getting enough. She was very dedicated, but I felt I wasn't getting enough. So I felt there was more I could do.
What specific things have you been able to do since you started your new therapy?
I can't judge myself, but my children who are outside, anytime they come, they tell me, "Oh, mommy, you have done well." Now I can give myself a bath, even though the nurses, I lock her out.
So before that, you were not able to do it, even though you had some improvement.
Now I can. I do, like, I virtually
do everything by yourself.
The only thing I'm not allowed to do is the driving.
Seems like the driving is a major concept. So if you hit our therapy mark, I might recommend that.
You can't. You might not. You have to.
I have to. Before we continue, I'd like to introduce you to a brand that is very keen to the interest or to helping people with pain relief. It is called Starbalm, and they have a variety of products that are all geared towards pain relief, but they have different mechanisms. So this is the roll-on. You massage it on any part of your body that you are having muscle soreness, pain, joint pain, anything. This is the Style Balm Cold Spray. It is, I think most of us are already conversant with the cold spray. It's just like the free spray that we all know. If you have any joint pain, any muscle pain, you just spray it at the area where you are feeling the pain, and it will aid in your pain relief. And then the last one I have here with me is the warm gel. It is just like the spray, but then this is a gel. This is in a gel form, and this is the warm one. So this is cold, and this is warm. And there are different times that we use the cold, and different times we use the warm. So I would advise that you consult before you pick up any of these products. But they all work very well in improving or relieving your pain that you are feeling. So Auntie, how long has your journey been?
This October, two, 2 years.
2 years.
Yes.
Do you feel like if you were consistent with one particular therapy approach, it would have been faster than that?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So I think the other approaches kind of delayed
I
you.
think what I did was when Peter Sam said he couldn't come, I should have gone to
him instead.
Because since he started, I've seen a lot of improvement. And I think if I had done that for the past 2 years, I'm sure by now I'll be running.
Of course, you'll be running.
It's not too late though.
Oh, of course. I mean, we have had so much achievements,
Yes.
and we've done a lot since. So, Auntie, did you have any dietary consultation?
A lot of vegetables. And that's what I eat. I've turned into a rabbit. Every morning I have to eat vegetables. But I'm okay. I like it.
Yeah.
In fact, I went to test my hair recently, and they said it was okay. And I realized that it was a
Vegetables that was helping.
But I've been cooking myself, so I'm eating what I want.
Hope what you want is part of what they recommended for you. Okay, so aside the vegetables, what else?
A lot of fruits.
A lot of fruits. Okay. So aside the dietary consultation, what other healthcare professionals helped?
The doctor I've been seeing, Rich, is a neurosurgeon.
Okay.
She's a neurologist.
Okay.
So anytime I have any issue, I call him.
Okay.
And then whatever it is, when I discuss with him, he advises me
Perfect.
on what to do.
Okay, what other health professional has been involved?
I think apart from him and the nurse.
You have a nurse?
Yes, I have a nurse 24/7.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So they help you with your medications
yes.
and
They
everything.
attend to my medication, yes.
So my last question, aside taking the BP medications, do you know of any recommendation that you can give to somebody to prevent some of these things from happening? Have you had any education on what may have caused this?
No.
So you only know about the BP? Okay.
I think we should all be very careful. Very, very careful, because, I mean, like, you're not superhuman. We all have to slow down at one point in time. I'm 70 years old, and I wish I had learned this earlier. But it's not too late.
It's not too late.
And you should be determined. You should tell yourself that yes, you make it. You can make it.
You can make it. We are making it. Okay, so I think this has been a really interesting conversation with my very own, and I hope that anybody who is in such condition or has relatives who have survived stroke and are going through the rehabilitation phase will pick up some form of encouragement, some hope. I mean, when she started, she was totally bedridden, right? You couldn't move an arm, you couldn't move your leg, but now she's walking. She baths herself, she cooks her own food, she does all her basic activities by herself, and she is still improving.
Apart from the driving.
Apart from the driving, she does everything apart from the driving that she will start soon. Yes, so I think this is an encouraging story. This is insightful. This is to let you know that no matter where you start from, if you get the right therapy, the right treatment, and the right people around you, it will help you to be able to recover in the right way. I mean, at the right pace, in the right way, and it will help you to also share your story with somebody who may be going through that. And she also mentioned that we should be very, we should take our BP very seriously. I mean, she was saying that she didn't take her medications because she was afraid of kidney complications. But most of these medications that they prescribe are medications that have undergone thorough research. So medical doctors will not just give you any kind of medication to handle your BP. Do you understand? So it's not medication that you went out to buy on recommendation of somebody. It is something that a doctor prescribed for you. So you have to take very good care of yourself by taking your medication, and like she said, take a break and take care of yourself. Because if you're in good health, you'll be able to help the people that you want to help. But if you neglect your health and you don't take good care of your health and you result in these conditions, you'll even be limited to help the people that you are so keen on helping. Yes. So is there any advice you'd like to give to stroke survivors?
Yes.
Okay.
Once you are determined to walk or to get back on your feet, you should be determined.
You should be determined.
And do it. And you can do it.
You can do it.
You can do it, yes.
So it's more about determination, right? Because it's a journey. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. So once you are determined, you make all the necessary efforts, all the steps that you need to do based on professional advice, you'll be able to get the results that you're looking for. That's what you want to say. All right. So this is from our main sponsor, Stylebomb, to you for coming on our episode.
Thank you so much.
Yes, so we really appreciate
very
you.
much.
You're welcome. We appreciate you
I always
coming.
remember you people.
Oh, we always remember you too.
Thank you.
And we love you. We take good care of
you too.
So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got a thing or two from it, and I hope you are encouraged. So this will be the end of our episode today. See you in the next one. Bye.